Daf 3-0 against Hanwell and a good performance. How do you feel after that one?
Yeah, pleased. Good reaction to last weekend. That was the task. Thought we had good control, better control with and without the ball for large periods. Difference to last Saturday is that we punished at the right times. Didn't really like the latter stages of the game. I think we lost a little bit of control and the game became something that I didn't quite enjoy, but that's something that we can learn from. Delighted with a clean sheet and yeah, delighted with a lot of performances.
Yeah, and that's 3 new scorers today who haven't scored this season. We've seen plenty of different players score already. How good is that to see goals throughout the squad?
Yeah, brilliant. Like I said it to the lads right at the very start of pre-season. It's important. You know, we've got wide players that are going to get into areas that they're going to score goals. You know, we've recruited well in midfield. We've got midfielders with goals and assists in abundance, and we've got different type of strikers that can score different type of goals. So, and on top of that, I think we can score goals from set plays with the centre halves that we've got as well. So, yeah, 100%. But like I said, the most pleasing thing for me today was the clean sheet.
Yeah, and how nice is it to be able to have individual brilliance such as that goal from Ellis Watts today?
Yeah, brilliant. He's not the only one that can produce it. We've got a couple in there, but yeah, when he's on top of his game, there's not many that I've seen that can stop him at the level. So it's about doing it a bit more consistently, him and the others, and pushing for more.
Yeah, you mentioned about the control in the game today. How much of that did you feel came from Harry Pinchard, who got given man of the match, and Ed Williams in midfield?
I thought Ed and Pinch were magnificent, more so for their work out of possession. What they give us in that middle of the park defensively, the way that we play within our system is really challenging and quite demanding, and I thought they were absolutely outstanding defensively. We know what they can produce with the ball. That's not a surprise. As good as they were, it's not a surprise, but I thought they took their game defensively to another level today. And
within the defence, Ben Morgan wasn't able to start today and led to a bit of a reshuffle in the back line. How happy were you with everyone that started across there? Yeah, spot on. That's,
it was disappointing for Morgan given the circumstances that he couldn't start, but it wasn't a problem for me. I said it to the lads, we haven't got a huge squad, so rotation is key. And that being said, we've recruited a really strong squad that allows us to be comfortable with players so slotting in and out. So yeah, as disappointing Morgs probably was, and I was as well, but that's why we've got the type of squad that we've got, and someone was ready to step in. And Les has done a massive job for the team today because he wasn't 100%. I don't mind saying it. He wasn't 100%, and the block that he made just before half time was a match-winning block. So fair play to him.
Yeah, the man who came in today was Sean Spence, who came in for Joe Hanks. Was there a reason behind that? Was that tactical, or was it a bit of fitness?
Again, rotation. So different games will provide us with different sort of outcomes when it comes to team selections. And this was a perfect game to throw Sean in. Sean's been magnificent when he come off the bench on a couple of occasions, and Hanks has been magnificent starting. But I said to the lads, they need to get used to that. There will be rotations, and we're not going to do what we want to achieve by playing the same 11 every week. They have to rotate. Yes, they'll be disappointed at times, but your turn is just around the corner, no doubt about it. So, and we've got a good changing room there. So, so I think that approach will certainly work with the characters and the personalities that we've got.
And finally, we've got a quick turnaround now ahead of our local game at Evesham on Monday. What are your thoughts heading into that? Obviously, only a day off in between.
So firstly, I want the lads to enjoy today, but they have to rest and recover properly. So we'll guide them and support them with that, ready to go again on Monday. Again, we might look at a couple of rotations, whether that be system or whether that be personnel. We're really flexible and adaptable in terms of what we can do. We've had eyes on Evesham. A couple of members of staff have already watched them. I'll now watch them tonight. So I don't like looking too far ahead, so that'll be my homework tonight. Saturday night in, love it. So yeah, and then we'll approach the game in the same way. We want a winning mentality. We want to go again, but the performance has to be right, and whatever we do tactically has to be underpinned by working hard, running hard, and and fighting for the badge as well. So without that on Monday, we're not going to walk away with anything. So it's really important that we rest and recover, and we're able to produce that.
Cheers.